Warrior Line, Soul Tribe, Assembly's live, so come subscribe. Your soul's in trial, or simply tied. Your soul medicine, it gets revived. The Warrior Line, Soul Tribe, Assembly's live, it's friendly vibes. Your soul medicine.
Welcome to the Warrior Line Podcast. This is Conversations with Aaron and Jennifer. On another episode, we appreciate it if you like and subscribe to the channel. We're slowly but surely building up our channel, building up the channel to, we talk about book reviews, current events, movies, and also, as we're going to do today, we talk about newspaper articles that are relevant to our times and the world in which we live. So we're truly excited about it. Thank you. Please share, like, and subscribe. But with no further ado, we'll get started. How you doing, my dear sister and friend? That is made me hungry before the show started. She's got some soul food cooking. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me again.
Of course.
Back for more fun.
We're back for more fun with another great, very relevant topic. I was so thankful for yesterday when we were discussing what we was going to talk about. You bringing my attention to this article that concerns somebody who I'm very proud of, excited about, and very protective of. One Jasmine Crockett from Texas, out of U.S. representative, United States House representative out of Texas, from Texas, out of the Dallas area. She truly is somebody special. She's blazing. She's a powerful Black woman. She's a visionary. She's a progressive. She's a leader, and she is a Black woman again who's causing so many problems for nothing, but simply because she's a Black woman. And you as a Black woman, I appreciate you bringing it to us, and we can talk about it because we talked about her a couple of weeks ago, but this is a different conversation with an article. But I thank you for being a strong Black woman and an advocate for Black women, because for me, as a Black man, I'm just going to die on the hill of I'm going to stand up for Black women. And I don't care who don't. I don't care what party don't. I don't care what liberals or conservatives don't. I'm independent in mind. But when you come for a Black woman, in my mind, you're coming for me. So I'm excited about your thoughts on this article. I definitely have some thoughts on this article. And you can kind of give us a little background on it, when you read about it, the title of it, and what you think, and we'll move forward from there.
Yeah, if you can please post the link that I gave you. It's not paywalled, because it's through the UK, and I would love people to read the article themselves. We've already gone through this, how I'm a huge advocate of reading the information yourself, processing it yourself. Don't just take other people's commentary as gospel. Mm-hmm. You should read it yourself and filter it through your own lived experience, and kind of check yourself where your blind spots are, where you feel those internalized biases and racist stuff popping up. I think that's a really good introspective exercise for people to do regularly. The article in the Atlantic about Jasmine Crockett, gorgeous photo, gorgeous everything. The article in the Atlantic about Jasmine Crockett is very timely because there is a big kerfuffle going on within the Democratic Party. I myself find it unnecessary, unreasonable, and really bad strategy. So Jasmine Crockett, she's an attorney. She is a fierce advocate for the Democratic Party, which I myself am interested in seeing. I want to see Democratic politicians fighting for us. Jasmine Crockett is fighting against the Republican gerrymandering, redistricting of minority areas in Texas. They want to gerrymander it so that white voters have priority over minority voters. But the demographic of those areas of Texas are heavily minority. And this is what happened in the South. A lot of those districts were gerrymandered so badly that minority voters aren't properly represented. And so here again is one of those things that go back to the original sin of this country, racism. Why are they doing that? Mm-hmm. Because Texas is a populous state like California. There are a lot of people in Texas. Some people argue Texas is purple. It's neither red nor blue, it's purple. What Republicans are trying to do is cheat so that Texas is red. They're trying to take over the West Coast because as it stands now, Washington, Oregon, California, Texas have traditionally gone blue. And they know that there's a West Coast stronghold. Obviously, New York always goes blue, but that's on the East Coast, so we won't even mention that. A lot of these red states have more land than people, but they have the same amount of representation in Congress, which makes no sense to me whatsoever, but whatever. I'm not going to open that can of worms. Jasmine Crockett is a fresh, young voice. She also is a fierce advocate, not only for Black people, but for minorities, children, the elderly, and progressive ideas like social safety nets. The fact that the Democratic Party views her, and I mean politicians within the Democratic Party as well as voters, white voters in the Democratic Party, view her as a threat is laughable to me. She is literally doing what the base of the Democratic Party, Black women, want. I expect to see my elected Democratic politician representatives who my tax dollars pay for, I expect to see them fighting harder for democratic values than I am. Otherwise, why did I vote for you? Why am I paying your salary? This whole entire fiasco is showing the rot within the Democratic Party. We do live in a two-party system. It's foolish to think you're not going to vote for a Republican or a Democrat because those are the only two parties that can actually win. The reality is, my feeling, my perception is, especially with this article about Jasmine Crockett, which isn't 100% positive. And there's a reason for that, which I'll go into later, but I think this reveals the racism within the Democratic Party, the politicians and the voters. I think this reveals the weakness within the Democratic Party. And I think this reveals the hypocrisy within the Democratic Party and the disconnect in the Democratic Party, the disconnect between their actual base, which is Black women, and who they're trying to attract, which is racist white people. They want those votes so bad. And I'm baffled by this. Jasmine Crockett is being the sacrificial lamb, and I don't like it.
Well, I'm not, and that's why that's why I open like a Black woman. I am not. I get what you're saying about is Democrat Republican going to win a two-party system, but Aaron Williams is not. I'm not going to. I just refuse to, because this article just confirmed to me what I've been seeing. I can already see the DNC, whose base, foundation, everything. And I'm trying to emulate everything. So I don't want to hear this about they are some group. The Black women. I want to be slow with this because I want to make this clear. You can go read what you want, but this is a fact. If you want to talk about numbers, Black women are the foundation, period, of the Democratic Party. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's an undebatable fact.
But that's fine as an undebatable fact. But here's my point. Then why is a person who's raising, the person being Jasmine Crockett in this conversation, being pushed out? And we know why. Why? It's because she is a black woman, and they don't like her presentation. It's no different when you be attacked on Blue Sky. They don't like the presentation because it's coming from a black woman. And the DNC is showing who they are. And what I see them setting up is to do all the stuff with Jasmine Crockett, push Kamala Harris to the side because she lost, and say, okay, and I see a lot of people in the party who I like doing this, both white and black people trying to groom, there's a word for these times, that's trying to groom the people to say, oh, Kamala had her chance. Oh, Jasmine Crockett, based on the article, is too mean to Marjorie Taylor Greene. And she needs to be nice with it because they're trying to move it, because they want to keep the base, because they're not dumb. They understand they got to have black women. Or you can call it a two-party system all you want. Without black women, it's only one party going to win. The Democrats don't have no chance. It's not even foundable. And everybody knows that. And so my point is, I am not. Does the DNC want to do that? I am not voting for your propped up white man because you want, meaning DNC or Democrats, want white people to feel comfortable voting for a white supremacist life. I'm watching what you're doing to Kamala Harris, and I'm watching what you're doing. That's why I thank you for this article, what you're doing, Jasmine Crockett. And I'm not playing the game. My vote is my power, and I'm not giving my power. I'm not going and holding my nose, voting for somebody who you propped up because you want to cast the black woman aside. Why? Because you don't like the presentation. You don't like the fact that she say you're soulless, because your actions are soulless. You don't like the fact that she puts Marjorie Taylor Greene on place because she needs to be put on her place. You don't like her presentation because she's a strong black woman. She don't need you. She is independent. She got her own mind, and she tells the truth. All what you said earlier. The advocates of what she stands up for and what she does and stuff like that. And so all I'm going to say is, and what I'm seeing here in Texas, black women need to finally understand your power. Even black, there is no Democrat, I don't care who they prop up, no Democrat in this two-party system that you're 100% right about can win without black women. And I hope, because I'm with you, I hope black women understand that. And when you see somebody being dismissed like that, bring up somebody who has done nothing, because she talks mean about who in the White House. She talks mean to Marjorie. Ooh, her presentation. I read the article. Ooh, her presentation. You need to say it better. She was mean to Abbott. She talked about she's so mean. But look what you got in office right now. You want to talk about mean? Crass. But when a black woman is like that, well, then we can't give her a position. Now you go ahead, go out here and hustle, get these streets, use all the stuff we hate to raise that money. Get them dollars flowing in the party. Get the DNC party. Oh, when you go on Meet the Press, when you go on CBS Sunday Morning News, we got to have somebody who looks nice, and we got to have somebody who says it the right way, and don't when we go low, don't go low, and all that kind of stuff. See, that's what they are, and they come for Kamala Harris, and I'm not having it, and they come for Jasmine Crockett, and I have it. So I'm not interested.
The Democratic Party is.
The
Democratic Party is racist.
Of course.
And the women that you're using as examples are literal threats to white supremacy, because these are two women who pass the, quote, merit test. And
let me ask you a question.
These are two very accomplished women,
okay,
in their own right.
Let me ask you a question as a black woman. Why is that?
Because white people are threatened by intelligent, articulate, successful black women. Because it is a sign, and it is a reminder that their grandfathers and great-grandfathers should have killed all of us when they had the chance. Because whenever a black woman is successful and accomplished, it is an affront to white trash. I'm going to say that again because I want to be really clear. Whenever a Black woman is successful and accomplished, she is a threat to white trash.
Soul tribe, assemblies vibe, this friendly vibe. Soul medicine will give you life. You're a warrior, let's get this right. Warrior line, soul tribe, assemblies vibe, so come subscribe.